Okay, a live stream should be running. Can someone tell me if the sound's alright and just generally all those usual checks? Image flashing, all those sorts of terrible bugs I normally have. It seems people are having issues with the stream. Cool, Thornton says it's working. Hopefully all the voiceover's working as well. Right, so I'm going to start with probably about half an hour of Napoleonic Wars, just in a public server. Let's see what we've got. I'm sure there was a siege server going earlier. Why is it set to battle? Siege. 51st NW Siege, 170 people. That sounds like a good one to start with. So while that loads in, after this I'll be doing a battle from my campaign in Napoleon Total War, which you won't have seen up to now because I'm not recording it. I just thought it'd be interesting to see a battle, and that is running Darth mod. And then after that I'm intending to start up a Crusader Kings campaign exclusively for live stream, but we'll see what the audience think I should play as. So let's see, what do we want to go as? Let's go as Freikorps. Or, no, there's too many artillery already, so I can't do that before someone asks. So I've gone as the defenders, because it means I'm not just charging up the hillside getting shot repeatedly. Oh, we've got cavalry in. Well, we had cavalry in, he's now a footman, I guess. And he's a very dead corpse now. Oh, that guy's trying to shoot me. Let's get this guy away from the flag. Come here, you stupid skirmisher. Try not to get stabbed by that guy with the axe, swinging wildly. Yep, here comes the first of the many drummers I'm suspecting will be appearing fairly shortly. I know, wait, we've got the nodding dog, although he does have an epic moustache, so I'll let him off. You have to limbo to get in the gates now, apparently. Well, you could just jump the fence to start with. But combat limbo, definitely the way to go. It's Call of Duty style, sprint in, slide under the plank there. Got to make it look good. None of this second class marching stuff. It's all about the slides. Right, let's see what we've got up here. Now see, this is why I'd like to go artillery, because there's plenty of spare cannons, but all the artillery classes are taken. So who have we got? Ah, there's enemy down there. He'll do. Just shot poop in the back. I'm sure there's a euphemism in there somewhere. No, missed. That's a lot of infantry running up that breach over there. Looks like there's some enemy on the walls here who's running around stabbing people in the back. Let's go see if we can deal with them. Low flying horse, and it's killed itself as it fell off, with the rider as well. Brown brown horses can't jump, apparently this one should be called. Guess that flag wasn't wanted after all. That's a lot of enemies there. Yep, this is definitely a public server. This is the 51st Siege server, so it's a 200 player server, and it's full from the look of it, 197, with a couple in spectator. So chaotic is definitely the word. Seems I had a good sixth sense on moving there. Not so much on the aiming of that one though. Ow. Or dodging that. Come here, horse. Managed to avoid a mortar shot. I'm getting lucky here with the artillery, it seems. Get off and die. You can get the Napoleon DLC from Gamersgate and direct from Tailworlds, I believe. Whether it allows you to mix and match between the various types, I'm not so sure. I'd go look up on the forums and do some research first. Officer hiding in the corner there. Ah, hello. There's a man on the ladder just here. Hornist. Ah, this is going to be painful. There we go. The rocket ship game I played. Oh, you mean Kerbal Space Program? I didn't intend to do that today, but I did have another go making another excessively large rocket. So I may boot that up quickly just to show you how that thing flies. I won't be spending long on it if I do. I think I basically built off of the massive let's stick as many rockets together as I can approach that seemed to work far better than I thought it would, and turned it into more of a multi-stage sort of device. Yeah, I'm looking to start up a whole new Crusader Kings campaign exclusively for live streams, so the last hour of all my live streams from now on, or I may do like a 3-hour live stream or something, tack it on the end each week, using you guys to pick the class in the country initially, and just having votes and stuff from the spectators on what to be doing with it. Get out of my boat. Oh, I was hoping to hit that guy off the horse. Apparently not. But hopefully it will allow you guys to ask questions and stuff in the Crusader Kings live stream, so if you want to know things I can try and answer them. Or people in the chat will definitely be able to, as I'm sure some of them know more about topics than I do. Ah. Right. How did he survive 3 bayonets to the face whilst laying on the floor? That was interesting. I guess I'll use this opportunity to have a quick drink. I think I do have Civ 5. Oh, come on, cavalry, come back here. Try that again. Someone else dealt with him. I think it's Civ 5 I have. Excuse me. I definitely have one of them. It was the one that where it swapped over to being hexes as opposed to squares or whatever it was. There is no way that sword reached me. Okay, well I have no lives left for this round, so we're going to go to spectate cam for a while. Looks like it's plant your flag central down here, so this is probably a good place to watch. Russians pouring in all over the place, as Russians generally do, including Kutuzov, the general, who just got royally slaughtered. I'm not sure why they're hanging back quite so much. They've got unlimited lives, so it's in their advantage to charge up and try to kill people. Equally, I'm not so sure why they're so obsessed with this boat, especially the general on his horse. I think he's about to go off the back of the boat, so I'm going to follow this for a minute. Oh, round's over. Who to go as? I'll go as the attackers. Come on, Austrian Empire. So obviously it lags a lot at the start, it's got to load 200 people in. Sometime this week. Okay, this is taking a while. I'll give it a couple more minutes, and if it doesn't look like it's going to do anything else, I will exit and try to get back in again. Oh no, there we go. So let's go Grenza with a rifle to start with, until they breach the wall. It's just startup lag. It's got to try and load in the hundreds of people and the map. So I'm obviously in great camouflage here, you know, sky blue trousers with a bright, is it red or orange top. And you've always got to charge to battle with your bedroll on your backpack. You know, it's compulsory. You never know when you might need a nap. That's a good point. I will be demonstrating the 77Y melee server before I finish up on Napoleonic Wars today. Let's see. No, missed. Here comes the cavalry, and he's off. So all these musicians are helping my reload speed, which is that buff up in the top left there. Just got to avoid these cavalry riding around, and obviously getting shot when I stick my head up like this. Oh, got that one. Oh, he's fainted. Another kill. So that cannon's firing grape shot, which is what all the high-pitched whistles going around me are. So as you can see, the wall's starting to break down now. We've got explosives at the bottom of it, and I guess some of the cannons are shooting at it as well. You can complain about us needing melee training all you like, but when you're on a server with 200 people it lags like hell. Especially when they've got the bonuses turned on. Most of the public services don't have bonuses on. And that Austerlitz map, which was the Monday event, was skirmishers, so they don't have bayonets, so they're just generally rubbish in melee to start with usually. You normally have to club people around the back of the head with a rifle. Oh, drummer down. I'm not really sure why it's not picking up my gunfire noises. Nope. He's just disconnected. Had a heart attack. As to if you want to start getting people in, well, if you want to set up our server to be melee because it's set up to something else, you know what you need to do. Oh, I'm down. Right, let's change to a musketoon and try and charge the wall a few times. So this is more like a shotgun, as you can see from the wider barrel there. But don't worry, we still have our bedroll of death. Oh, and I caught some canister shot to the chest there by the look of it. Although not quite as unfortunate as these two who look like they caught a mortar shell. No, this isn't the only planned game for the live stream. After this I will be doing Total War Napoleon, and then after that I will be doing a Crusader Kings campaign exclusively for the live stream, which starts up today. And you guys can comment on what you want me to play as, what you want me to do, all those sorts of things. And I think I also said I would demonstrate my latest rocket in Kerbal space program. and I don't think multiplayer will work very well because I got Darth mod on it, and just generally I desync like crazy when I'm trying to multiplayer in Total War. I think I will try a multiplayer first outside of the live stream before I go offering games in the live stream and end up having desync city. Alright, let's see. Ah, Rusty Turban killed me. Where is he? There's Handler, a few of the other 77Y up there, holding onto the wall. I'm not sure why they're all bunched. You generally find it in some of the organised battles as well. Regiments will just sit there outside when they're meant to be attacking, taking lives off the defenders. Don't really get the idea of get in there and kill something. They set barricades up? No, not really. I don't know why they're playing so defensive. Let's grab a bayonet on the way past. Stab him in the face, stab him in the face, stab him in the face. Stab him through the gut. And he got me. Yes, the weapons in this period were extremely inaccurate. They were smoothbore barrels, so the shots just went absolutely anywhere. And even the rifled ones weren't great because the bullets were they weren't consistent in their production, so they all had different characteristics of flight, and the amount of powder you put behind was never the same. Basically there was just no consistency between shots, so you couldn't even get them to shoot the same each time. Oh, someone's added me to my friends list. Apparently that pops up even though I've got notifications turned off. Yeah, and rifles are slower to load because unlike modern weapons where you load it from behind the barrel, you had to push it down the barrel, which meant you had to push it past all that rifling. So it was difficult. Right, let's grab a musket again. No, shot this time. Okay, the melee service sets up, so let's hope all the 77Y are heading there. I'm just going to have to excuse me again. Right, favourites, filter off. Melee server. So this is open to the public, anyone can join. It's got some custom maps, they're not very big. And the server rules, no shooting, no team killing. And you're limited to ranker line infantry. Yeah, possibly, I'm not sure. So as you can see, it's a small map. You can fall off the edge, run around the building. 2 teams, 1 life per round. I think it's a 120-man server. Someone's asking about the game in chat. If someone could fill him in with all the details, that would help me. So you get this beacon above your head if you're the last one left, which means you can't hide. So it's 10 on 11. So people usually empty the shots off into the sky at the start, just so you don't accidentally shoot someone. And, the main purpose of this server is it's just small, rapid succession melee fights, so you can practice your melee skills. Especially working together as a team. So there you go, double attack on that guy, got him. He's left 5, they probably went the other way around. Hide on the corner. Oh, who kicked him out? Please. Ambush! Ah, he got me. Got the wrong way there. So it gets quite chaotic when you've got lots of people on here. So you're trying not to stab your own teammate. That guy's just legging it. Don't you dare shoot him, please. That's odd, I clicked the up attack and it went for the down one. Never mind. So 7v3 doesn't always mean much. I'm not sure you can jump off the edge on this map. I think, yeah, Aztir made it solid due to the height of the fall. Some of the maps you can fall off the edge, but on this one he made it solid because the length of time you'd spend falling would just prolong the round. Got stuck on the invisible wall at the edge of the map there. There you go, so he overextended trying to attack Meth here and I stabbed him in the side. And I don't know why Meth just walked up and stabbed me when the enemy was quite clearly dead, but you know, such happens. As someone in chat said, he's probably on meth. So the last guy's got a beacon on his head and none of these guys seem to have noticed yet that he's actually running the other way. Okay, so Aztir's posted the wall's there because if you walk down that side you don't die. So it's his way of preventing people griefing. Somebody said something in chat there, I missed that. Seems to be a lot more of them come this direction this time. Ow. Timed that wrong. They worked a lot better together there than our team did. Except for that. So as you can see, Rusty Turban apparently lives at the server with his repeated 0 ping. Ow, I blocked entirely the wrong way there. Highlander takes me out again. Just going to see the menu quickly while I check who's messaging me on Steam. What? I was even blocking the right direction that time. So I guess most of them have gone the other way this time. Or they're already dead by the look of it. Must have been a bit of a team kill slaughter. Just waiting for the corner ambush. Nope. They're obviously busy. Try not to stab my own team here. Ooh, very nearly got Funny Monk in the face though. So we'll have one more round of this and I'll boot up Kerbal and see if my design is still saved. Do a quick run through of that and then I'll carry on to Napoleon Total War. So there goes Hovis. That's 3. What faction am I on, Napoleon? I believe I'm Russia. Ah, payback on Highlander. Oh no, it wasn't. I got Thomas. Somebody else killed Highlander. Ah, timed that distance wrong. I'll continue my campaign because then I've done all the random setup of nations and stuff. We'll just see how this one pans out before I exit. It's 1-on-1. Battle of the Spinning Titans. Oh, he faked him there. Scruff fell for it, released his block too early, and lost his face. Right then, let's see, where did I put Kerbal Space Program? Ah, for people who like free things, Lord of the Rings Online is now free to play apparently. Let's see, there it is. So let's see, did it save my design? It should have done. Load spacecraft. Can't remember what I called it. Is it that one? That doesn't look big enough. That looks more like it. As you can see, there's rather a lot on it. So we have, let's see, how many was that? I think it was 12 liquid boosters on the underside with 3 tanks. There's then 3, 6, maybe 12 again solid boosters on the outside. You then go up a stage and you've got 3 more liquid boosters of 2 fuel tanks, which then detach again to 3 more boosters of 2 fuel tanks, and that's my sort of orbiter. So let's take this to the launch pad. This is the free demo. I'm not sure how much the game itself costs. It is an indie game, so it won't be extortionate amounts. Okay, so we'll whack the throttle up, but not all the way to the top, otherwise we start getting overheat issues. Push R and T to turn on the RCS and the SAS, which are these little jets here, to help stabilise. Actually, first I'm going to check the sound is low, because it was ridiculously noisy last time. Let's put it down to 2% just to make sure. Anyone who has the volume up high may want to turn it down now. You have been warned. I probably won't make the moon, but I did manage to get into such an orbit that I was disappearing off towards the sun and went so far I wasn't coming back again. So probably if I had more control over it I could make the moon, but my control on it is limited, unfortunately. Mainly because I haven't put in the effort to sort of balance it perfectly and all those other little things. So let's get this started. They're looking apprehensive. None of them look particularly confident in the design. So as you can see, there's a rather large jet of flame to start with. So I think these are the solid boosters here, which jettison off once they run out. It's not going particularly fast due to its weight, which is why it requires quite so much thrust to start with. So then they drop off and descend down to Earth, and we carry on. We get some overheat warnings, which I generally ignore because it doesn't overheat enough to worry about. Someone in chat's asking about the cost of Napoleonic Wars and Mountain Blade Warband. If someone could ask him answer him on about the steam cost, that would be helpful for me. So I think we're about to burn through our first set of liquid fuel tanks, so that would be these bottom ones. It will jump up to these next ones automatically. As you can see, our RCS has stopped. That was because the fuel tanks for those were on the deployables, which dropped off earlier because that was the only place I had to put them. I think I'll risk some overheat just to try and get some more height out of this. So we're climbing away from the planet at ever increasing speed as the altitude goes up. I think we're about to empty our second tank. Let's turn RCS off because it's not doing a lot now. Yeah, there's all sorts of shaking. If I had optimised the design a bit, we wouldn't have that, and it'd be flying a lot more efficiently. So we still don't have much of an orbit at all, because I haven't started leaning over yet. I'm going to wait till I get to probably about here on the altimeter before I start leaning over towards one direction. Yeah, this guy's not happy at all. This guy's loving it, and this one looks like he's just sort of looking out the window going, "Ooh, pretty stars." But Bill Kerman is not happy. Right, let's start tilting this over. I think I end up with some spin when I do this, which is one of the main issues with this design. So we'll allow that to stabilise itself. Let's have a look at the orbit. So it's getting there. The main booster stage is now gone, so we can jettison that. Wait for it to fall away a bit. Fire off the next one. This is where I start running into stability issues that I'm not really sure about. So I use the automatic stability thing to try and fix it, but it doesn't seem to work very well. I think what I need is some of those compressed air driven ones. Let's turn it down a bit. Why are you spinning randomly out of control, you stupid thing? I think it's just the way these wings are working. It's just not balanced at all. As you can see, I'm in a complete spin now, which just isn't helping. Looks like it may have stabilised itself now. Nope, it's just spinning the other way. So these are only a pair of fuel tanks, so we've gone through our first set. It's starting to get to the point where we may get in orbit. Actually, I'll wait till I've established an orbit first, and then I'll start playing around with it. And no, this planet isn't Earth. As you can see, it's sort of one massive land mass without any real ice cap on it. Sort of looks like Africa there, I guess, but so yep, those jets are dead. Let's jettison those. Now try and sort out this rubbish control system. Fire those off. So now we're getting somewhere. It's going to be a very elliptical orbit if I do manage it, I think. I think Pangeo, or Pangeo, however you want to pronounce it, was a more sort of blob shape as opposed to being quite so elongated. Okay, so let's kill the thrust a bit, because as you can see this just expands out massively. Now previously I had that at a better angle, so it intersected with the orbit of the moon, which would have been extremely useful, but in this case not so much. So let's just whiz round an orbit once. As we come back, I can start sorting out what I'm going to do to get back again. So we're heading that way, so I want to be facing the opposite direction. Actually, if I just thrust straight back down to Earth again, that would probably help. Would have been best to do it going against my orbit, but this control system doesn't seem to be playing. Actually, let's just try that then. So you can see that yanks that back in going against your orbit. Now the key bit is trying to land in a bit of water. Preferably down there somewhere. So P is the bit you're interested in, as that's the nearest point to Earth. I can't remember what it stands for, it's got a very Latin sounding name. pull this in. Okay, and then it's going this way. What is it doing? No, okay. My orbit's re-establishing itself elsewhere. Down towards the planet, you stupid ship. What are you doing? There it is. Someone's typed it in the chat. I just have no control over this ship is basically the issue. So there we go, starting to close in on the planet. There we go, it's the middle of the ocean. If I stop that there. So splashdown is going to be there. Let's line my capsule up so it's roughly the right sort of direction for a re-entry once we start getting towards that height. Actually, I probably want it the other way round, or at least above the rocket, so when I detach it, it doesn't separate straight into my control capsule. So let's jettison this bottom section. So we're just the capsule now, flying in at a crazy speed. I would not want to be going 2,000 meters a second. As you can see, Bill Kerman again not happy. Bob Kerman's joining him this time, equally not happy. Jebediah is just a lunatic, he's foaming at the mouth. Why do I get the feeling out of all that water I'm going to hit land? Okay, yeah. I reckon I'm going to land on this island. Am I even going to manage the cliff face just to be extra annoying? Something just splashed down, that would be the main rocket pod. And it doesn't look like... oh no, my parachute has deployed. I may just make the ocean. Basically we can get out and swim to the beach. Totally planned. See, now Bob's happy, and these two are just meh. So anyway, that's enough of Kerbal flight. Space program even, not flight program at all. So, Napoleon Total War. So I will freely admit I have played about 4 battles with Darth Mod, but I'm happy that it will go at least reasonably well. So let's continue campaign. Not responding apparently, but we'll see. There we go, it's responding again. Unfortunately I do have to run it in this windowed mode because XSplit doesn't pick up full screen for some reason. What's going on here? Ah, okay. I was so I'm playing as Russia, and I'm busy attacking the Ottoman Empire. So I've taken these two towns off of them, and I was sending an army down towards Istanbul, but it had rather a lot more troops in than I was expecting. And I think they may come out to greet me, but we'll see how it goes. I wonder if I can get some cavalry down there to support. Can the infantry make it as well? Maybe. Let's go on, down you go. And we'll send the cavalry down too. And hopefully that will bring me some nice reinforcements. So this is an army led by Kutuzov, who any fanatic of the period will know who he is. So let's see what happens. I suspect an army will march out and come beat my face in. Or not. What's going on here? So it seems they don't want to come out and play. Let me just see if I can move this screen up. There we go. That looks better. So we'll march these guys to the edge, and then we'll march these guys all the way in. And do we want to attack against that many artillery 18-pounders? That's quite a ridiculous size for a gun. But well, I guess I'm on the live stream to demonstrate a fight, so let's go. So it looks like I've got an interesting spawn. I sort of semi-surround them. I have to see how high this hill is. Right then, let's see. So what have they got on that flank there? Looks like they're grenadier troops. Had some peasant levy. Their artillery is all concentrated in the middle. So where's going to be the best place for my artillery? What's this shot like from here? It's not too bad. Let's go have a look elsewhere though. Here, that's no good at all. They're not cresting the hill properly. And on the right, how's the right flank look? Doesn't look too bad. I'm feeling more confident about this right flank than that left one. Not really sure why. Where do my reinforcements come on? It's not showing me the little arrow. Okay, never mind. Let's put my artillery over here then. I guess I could split them even. Is that the edge of the deployment? Let's deploy those guys. No, further forward than that. Come on, be sensible. I said sensible, not parking a gun right next to each other. So what's their shot like? That doesn't look helpful. That looks more likely. Okay, so that's those guys sorted. Let's go over to the other side. Just do it quickly with the mouse. So then we want these two deployed and just there. So they got over here, 2 grenadiers and a Janissary unit. Let's see, what do I want to do? Let's have the 4 units of grenadiers over this side with the general, so he can hold up that flank for them. Over here on the right, I'm going to have 4 units of line march up the side to come up on the flank. Let's put 3 there. Actually, we've got the cavalry as well, haven't we? Okay, let's put the cavalry out on the extreme right. They're going to try and punch right around the back. Let's see, I've got these 2 units left. What to do with them? I'm a bit concerned about these guys getting overrun, so I'll probably put them over here. Okay, so cavalry, you're going for a sprint. Go. E3 line. Punch out to here. E3 line. This way. There. This way. Grenadiers. General, you're fine. So it looks like they're mostly moving to engage this side, which is fine by me. Okay, looks like these guys are moving in fast. So run. Let's bring the hussars across, they becoming useful. I'll leave the uhlans out there in case the enemy cavalry shows up. Okay, time to advance. Move in, boys. What's happening up here? These grenadiers, where are you going? Okay, run forward. And run forward. Let's get these guys in a pincer if I can. Seems the AI can't quite decide what he's up to. Hopefully these guys should open fire shortly. Yep, so we've got a triple line shooting at these guys. Let's bring these 2 into range as well. These guys can protect their flank. What's going on here? Looks like they've opened fire even though they're out of range, which is a bit odd. They're low on morale anyway, so not too worried about it. Here we got their peasant levy. So these guys here are getting fully surrounded and butchered. Seems the cannonballs harder than my barrage. Oh, that's a barrage and a half. I do like the reload animations that are in this game. Darth Maul's new musket smoke is excellent. Okay, so that's them decimated. Time to reform this line defensively, because we've got a lot of them moving in. You guys are engaging. Okay, look about there. Peasant levy. Okay, you guys can advance. Bring up this flank. Let's refuse this flank a bit. Okay, cavalry, let's see. Can't quite charge in at the cannons yet, they've got too many units crowding around. I might go for a cheeky charge on the general with the Uhlans though. Who's this? Emissary. Grenadiers moving around. Okay, time to be cheeky. Where are they? You, wedge formation. And go. See if I can't eliminate this general. Conscious of this horse spike. No, looks like they're running. Yeah, the general's caught wind of what's coming his way. Okay, let's wheel to attack what's coming my way instead. Okay, these grenadiers nearly wiped out. Cavalry are in here dealing with one of the cannons, that's good. I'm willing to sacrifice them for some cannons. Alright, they've run into some infantry now. Back out, get out of the wedge. Retreat. I wasn't supporting that cavalry charge because it was just a cheeky attempt to try and take out his general and get a cannon in the process, which is what it achieved. Here come, he's throwing his forces in now. Okay, so let's move these guys up. They're completely unopposed. Looks like they've decimated these guys. Who's that over on the flank? Peasants. Charge. Hussars. Let's get the Uhlans out on the flank to charge the Grenadiers on the side when they join in. How are these guys doing? They've still got quite a lot of troops. Engaging in long range warfare with them. That'll take a while. So over here, the Hussars have gone in. Let's get the Uhlans going in the rear of those Grenadiers. Yep, they're definitely doing a full infantry push now. Those guys will have someone to shoot at soon. This unit's going to get mucked up. It's got way too many enemies to try and deal with. So let's pull the rest of these infantry back. Go defensive. I'll sacrifice those guys. Cannons, you boys swap the canister. What's happening with the cav? They've beaten these guys back yet? Not quite. Get in there against those peasants.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, so that's that unit breaking, which I was expecting. What's happening on this side of the field? Oh, we've been charged by cavalry. These guys. Right, let's send you that way. And you can go with him. Good, they're breaking. Advance across the field. Yeah, so these guys are all fighting for their lives now pretty much. Where are those cav? Get your butts over here. This line's reforming. That's good. They did a good job holding up the enemy there. Let's get out a wedge. Actually, where he's hiding behind horse barricades, which I don't want to charge. Oh no, he's moving away from them. Go, have him. Get that general. So we've got our alarms against the general here, so we should win that quite happily. Let's send the rest of my cavalry to mop up their cannons.
We have killed their general, sir.
There goes the general.
Must break.
Those guys are breaking again. So over here, yep, they're all low on morale. Apparently these guys have been standing in front of canister shot, which is never good for your health. So what's happening here? Cavalry. Go charge those cannons before they escape. You guys can occupy that building. And you lot can walk out this way.
Our men are running, sir.
What's that? People are asking, it's here. People are asking why I play with the screen like this. It's because XSplit doesn't work with full screen unless you have the purchased version, which I don't. So I have to play in windowed mode, which is why I have this strange window going on. Okay, let's get you guys into square. Incoming enemy cavalry. Charge them already. Don't face sideways. Charge the horse. There we go. So over here, things going alright. That's holding its own. Looks like they're trying to flank around the left there though, so let's realign. These cav have had it, but never mind. They've done their job pretty much. So then back to shooting. Take them out of square.
Our men are running, sir.
Yeah, that's the cavalry breaking. What's going on there? It's the general. Okay. Let's send the hussars up there. Those two units. There's not too much of the enemy left. Let's march these guys up then. These guys still on canister. Yep. Good, you're going to need it. Those guys are running. It's just a case of scissoring the remains of their army and now finishing them off. They keep running at the cannons, which then canister them in the face before they turn around and run away again. They do look like they've got a lot more morale this time though, so they make it in at the guns. So these guys are in melee. What's that unit? Quick rearrange. Income reinforcements. No, it's like the guns are managing to hold them back. Now we've got one unit running over there, but so's the enemy. Let's get the horses to chase them down. See if we can't finish that unit off for once. So we've got a unit left around here somewhere. Start shooting at the guys in the houses. Let's take them out of the house and get them to form up and attack them. Come on guys, out of the house. Just a few of them in there. Looks like it was cosy. Cavalry, stop chase. Okay, and we can swap these two cannons back to round shot. Have the cavalry chase down those guys instead of running over these barricades. If Mountain Blade was on this scale, it would be utterly ridiculous, especially if you died right at the start. Yeah, let's just reform this lot completely. They can work together. We'll take the casualties as they run away. Here comes my secondary general. So I'm not sure which units are left. Oh, there we go, that one there. Advance and deal with them. Let's see who have we got. We've got some up here.
Our men are running, sir.
Where on earth is that? That all the way over here again. What are you doing? Stop shooting through that line. That's those guys broken. So we just got the ones up here now. I think with leading a line of this size though is it's only the front rank doing anything. So 4 ranks of people would be stood there doing nothing if you were to do this as a Napoleonic War style battle. Trying to get them all to run together would be interesting. Okay, artillery, I think your time of shooting is past. The reinforcements up there. So it should be over soon. Just got to break this last unit by the look of it.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Here comes the cavalry charging from the side. Nice big wedge formation. You can see the ominous blue triangle of death. Here it comes, bursting through the bushes. Surprise! And there we have it. I'm not going to chase them down because we spent long enough watching this already. Yes, sorry for the volume there. So enemy killed 5,500, they lost 5,690, so they had quite a few friendly fire incidents. We had 200 friendly fire incidents, so slightly more than they did, but never mind. And I will peacefully occupy. So we now own Istanbul. Let's exempt them from tax to try and bring the happiness disorder thing down. And with that I will save. And exit to Windows. So I'm just going to do a really quick demo of something. I'm not going to get too far into it, but I mentioned last week I'd be doing it, so Evercron Mercenary. The reason I'm not going to go into too much depth on this is I'm not at a point in the game yet where it's particularly interesting to watch. So for anyone who knows the X3 series of space games, or I can't remember what some of the older ones were called. Freelancer maybe? Not too sure, I never played Freelancer. But I'm mostly just going to explain the tech behind this as opposed to the game itself. And the reason I like this game so much is the flight model actually resembles space a bit more realistically than, well, 90% of all other space games, which treat it like an aeroplane. The closest TV I can think of to this would be the Battlestar Galactica series, either the new one or the old one, depending on how old you are. The Vipers in that with their little sort of air compressed thrusters that allow them to spin on the spot and do all that sort of stuff. This game has that. It's pretty much the only game I can think of that has more axes than in most joystick combinations could cope with. So this is me in a station, so you can get available contracts like transporting goods, blowing up people, going on patrol, trading, mining, you know, the usual sort of space fare.
Docking tractor being disengaged.
If I just exit the station. So I'll just exit out of the station. So you've got your planet down there and everything else, and at the moment I'm flying around much like you would in a flight sim. You know, as you can see, third person there. Let's see if I can hide the HUD. No, I can't. You can vaguely see. It's pretty much space flight sim like. But if you look down in the bottom middle, move my mouse pointer, these two here, this is your vertical movement and this is your horizontal movement. And over here you have your velocity, which is your speed. So as standard you move around at sort of 400. What you can do, so I speed up, you then turn off something called, I think it's the inertial dampening system. I can turn off the engine, I am still travelling at that speed. Now if I go to this view, you can see I'm moving away from the station. I can now flip around on the spot and still be moving that way. So I can shoot at things like this while still moving away. Equally I've got thrusters, so I can give myself some up and left momentum. So you can go in all sorts of crazy sort of corkscrew 3D planetary movement. I don't know why I said 3D planetary movement, I was reading something out of text there. So if I get some horizontal movement just above the mini-map there, you can see this is going up and up and up and up, and it will just keep going. So I'm now, you watch where I fire, the bullets go nowhere near where I'm pointing forwards because I have so much momentum, which obviously leads to some very odd sensations when you're trying to dogfight somebody and you're going around in all sorts of directions and your bullets aren't going straight. But like I said, I was just showcasing the tech for that. I'm not going to do too much on it at the moment because it's not very interesting to watch, as I can't go fighting things like that battleship yet. But for anyone who's interested in sims of any sort, hopefully that's been slightly interesting to you. So now on to what quite a few people I think are waiting for, which is Crusader Kings, which does take a small while to load. Magna Mundi? I have no idea what Magna Mundi is. Somebody's going to have to explain to me what Magna Mundi is before I can comment on whether I'm going to buy it or not. Someone's asking me to check TS. I'm not really sure why. Maybe they've sent me a... there we go. That's the game I was trying to think of. Elite was the game Overcron's pretty much based on. How's the sound balance between the background music and my voice? Because obviously XSplit uses different volume to the YouTube stuff I normally record with. One thing I am going to do is stop the stream quickly and then restart it so that this ends up as a separate video when I go to upload to YouTube later, because otherwise we'll overrun the 2-hour limit and it will cut all of this off. So you may need to refresh your browser, but hopefully not.